Number one reason why people buy Lego instead of going for a cheaper brand such as Gudi is they think the quality is compromised. Well, in this video, I'll be answering your question: is Gudi a Chinese off-brand Lego manufacturer of bad quality? Alright guys, so here in front of me is the Gudi 8911 set. I picked this up for $15, so quite cheap for around a 300 part set. I will link the full review in the description below, but in this video I'll be just looking at the quality, specifically looking at the quality of Gudi bricks. Okay, so starting off this video, let's take a look at the color accuracy between Lego and Gudi. So I'm not going to tell you which side is which, but one side is Gudi and one side is Lego. I'll let you guys guess in the comment section below. I'm going to give you guys 5 seconds. Alright, so if you think the left hand side is Gudi and the right hand side is Lego, you're absolutely correct. As we can see here, we have a little engraving on each of the bricks. Hope you guys can see that. You see it says Gudi, and then on the Lego one, it says Lego for the engraving. So we'll just switch this around. Gudi. So taking a look at the grays, they're both very similar. As we can see, the Lego one is just a little bit darker, but overall, if you're going to look this at a distance, you're not looking up close, these are basically identical. Taking a look at the white tiles, again, side by side, these are basically the same. Like, I don't see any, like, difference between any of these, so basically identical on the white tiles. On the white bricks, that's quite similar, to be honest. I think the Gudi one is just a little bit lighter, but yeah, I think the Gudi one's just a little lighter. But overall, again, if you're gonna look from a difference, they're basically the same. The Lego one might appear to be a little darker. That's only because of the shadows. In terms of reds here, I'm sorry for my dirty table, but Gudi is definitely a lot darker than Lego, and this is noticeable from a distance. If you guys see otherwise, I think it's just because of the camera. But yeah, if you are right here in the studio with me, you'd see that the Gudi one is much darker than the Lego one. Alright guys, so continuing this test, let's just build something with the pieces that we have, and we'll just see how everything fits. And also, as far as color accuracy goes, I'm not going to give it a rating, because that's essentially up to the brick manufacturers. But if we're going to rate it on how close Gudi tried to imitate Lego, or how close they tried to get their colors to Lego, 9 out of 10. Or 9.5 out of 10. Those were all very good. And you definitely cannot notice a thing from afar. So let's try and build something here. I'm not too sure what I can build with these parts. But let's start off with Lego. Alright guys, so I suppose this is going to be the base. Could do this. And do this. And do this. So I'm not sure if this is... You guys, guess we gotta use our imaginations right here. So this is what we're able to come up with, and as we can see here, the parts fit together really well. All the way around, see no gaps in between. I guess a tile push down that a little better, but not really many discrepancies between the tiles. Everything fits really well together. The tile's a bit damaged, that is my fault, I didn't maintain it too well. But overall, yeah, as far as how good the parts fit together well, I feel like 10 out of 10 here. Also, guys, these are some really old parts, over 5 years old. Let's see what we can build with the Gudi parts. So I'm going to try and make this a little different just to keep it a little more entertaining, but I guess this has to be the base. No, actually no, let's do this. Not too bad, but I guess this could be like a picnic table. But yeah, overall, as we can see, the parts fit in really well. Like, this is just as good as Lego, might even beat Lego, but I'm just gonna call it a tie. 10 out of 10. I'm actually really surprised by how well they all fit together. Give you guys a close up. Yeah, as we can see, no real discrepancies. These bricks do look cleaner because these Gudi bricks are less than like a year old, so they're quite new. Unlike the Lego ones, which are over 5 years old, and I had them when I was really young, so has gone through a bit of wear and tear. But overall, yeah, this is really good. And I'm giving this a 10 out of 10 as well. And just to prove that this is Gudi, we can see engravings on the bricks. Now in terms of durability, I can't really show you guys, but I have owned a Lego set for around 8 years now, and I do have a Gudi set for around 2 years now. I don't have the Lego one because I was really young at the time. I lost some of the parts, changed them up, so I have no idea what that is right now. But I do remember buying a Lego set when I was really young. And I do have the Gudi set, which is around 2 years old, but overall I do have some really old Lego parts, and they are fine. They do still work. The colors have kind of faded out, got a little bit dirty. I feel like that's kind of my fault because I didn't take care of them as well because I was really young, 8 years ago. But anyway, yeah, so as far as durability wise, both brands have got you covered. If you buy this, you can expect this to last you for quite a long time, especially if you maintain it well. So for Lego, I'm gonna give it a 10 out of 10 for durability. I have some really old parts that are still working perfectly to this day. And as far as Gudi, I've only owned a Gudi set for 2 years. So overall, it does look really good. I've maintained it really well, dusted it frequently, taken care of it, not gotten it dirty, not throwing it around. And yeah, that looks essentially brand new. So I'm gonna have to give that also a 10 out of 10. But I feel like if you're gonna maintain anything well, it is gonna stay with you for a long time. So on the left, I have the Gudi limousine, and on the right, I have the Lego City pizza truck. And the sort of purpose of this test is to examine how a Gudi vehicle will feel compared to a Lego vehicle, and how all the bricks will act as one. So I hope that makes sense. But starting off this comparison, let's take a look at the Lego one first. And starting off, we can see here, very smooth. Wheels are very smooth. It does turn. Quite a bit of friction here, but again, this is quite expected because it is just Lego. We have this little moving part here. Again, very smooth. Everything so far feels of very high quality. And we have a little door here. And again, very smooth. No parts are coming out or getting loose, which I think this is more of a pro with the design rather than the quality of the bricks. And of course, this moves up and down, and this comes off. So overall, everything feels very solid, very high quality, and I think this is really well designed and also really good quality parts. So yeah, 10 out of 10 for this vehicle. As far as the Gudi limousine, not very smooth. Turns are quite definitely a lot more friction, I feel, from the Gudi one compared to the Lego one. So let's do that again. Again, I have to like press like quite hard to get it to turn, as with the Lego one, it's much more smoother. As far as the brick goes, the roof comes off really easily, and this is because it's only attached at one point here, which I don't think is a really fair test, but we'll just stick with it. And as far as doors come off, this is definitely not as smooth as Lego, and I feel like this wasn't really designed very well, where if I press too hard, this thing will come off. So there we go. So Lego gets a 10 out of 10 and the Gudi only gets a 7 out of 10. Alright guys, so finally let's take a look at the minifigures. On the left is the Lego Pilot, and on the right is the Gudi Pilot. And as we can see, there is definitely an obvious difference in terms of quality. The whole scaling is quite similar to each other, so I'm not going to look at that too much. But overall, I just feel like the Gudi one just feels a lot lighter, and like the Lego one just feels like more quality. So no printing on the back for the Gudi one, and overall, like, this feels heavier than this one. I know there's like a slight difference, but this feels like it has like some sort of like bricks or like some lining or plastic inside, but this just feels hollow. And overall, as we can see with the torso and the little legs here, this just feels of higher quality. And it's not really much of a comparison here because it's quite hard to show you guys on camera. But if you guys were with me here in my studio, you could definitely see a difference between the Gudi and the Lego one. So as for a Lego minifigure, I'm gonna give that a 10 out of 10 again. Just everything Lego does is really high quality, and I'm really impressed with it. With the Gudi one, unfortunately, I am gonna have to give this a 6 because there is a pretty obvious difference. And when I was putting this together, the arms didn't come attached, and I had to put that myself, and that was a pain to get on. So yeah, I'm gonna give the Gudi one a 6 out of 10. So have you guys ever been grocery shopping with your parents and then you see a really cheap Lego set? Maybe it's like a police set or an army set, but it's not made by Lego, and it's really cheap, so your parents agree to buy it for you. You take it home, you build it, and then you find out the quality is absolutely horrible. I feel like that's the main reason why we all have this perception of off-brand substitute Lego brands to be of low quality, but definitely not the case with Gudi. Overall, as if I'm gonna compare a Lego set and a Gudi set in terms of just quality, Lego set is always gonna win, but Gudi is definitely not far behind. If Lego was a 10 out of 10 for quality, which it got for all the tests, but I'm gonna have to give Gudi an 8 out of 10 because Gudi definitely makes some good sets. I feel like as an overall durability wise, Lego's just designed better, as we can see in the limousine. Definitely some design flaws in terms of that, but it is something you can fix at home, and it is just all in fun of playing with this type of toy. But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. If you want to buy a Gudi set, go ahead and buy it. Definitely don't avoid it just because you think the quality is awful. It is quite good. Not as good as Lego, but it is quite good. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you learned something. And yeah, just keep having fun with Lego and Gudi, whatever brands you choose to buy. But yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video, and make sure to subscribe. We are so close to 600 subscribers, and yeah, that would be amazing. Anyway, I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.